So I want to clear up some misinformation about the Book of Enoch. And believe it or not, this is something I used to believe myself until I did deeper research. But some people think that there's two different types of Enoch's teachings. Some people are saying all the occult stuff comes from the Enoch on Cain's line. And then they're saying the stuff that matches up with the Bible is from Enoch on Seth's line. And this is not actually true. So normally when people are talking about the Book of Enoch, they're talking about First Enoch. First Enoch is still included in the Ethiopian Bible to this day. The Armenian Christians also kept a version of First Enoch. And the oldest copy of First Enoch was found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Then we have the second Book of Enoch, which is the Slavic Book of Enoch, which we actually don't have the original manuscripts of Second Enoch like we do of First Enoch. The second Book of Enoch is also a lot more modern than the first Book of Enoch. Most scholars believe that Second Enoch is a less credible source than First Enoch. And then we have the least credible of them all, the third Book of Enoch. Third Enoch was actually written by Jewish mystics. The third Book of Enoch also has things that a lot of mainstream Christians question, like the prophet Enoch turning into the archangel Metatron, which we don't find in the first or second Book of Enoch. The third Book of Enoch was written much earlier than the first and second Book of Enoch. And unlike the first Book of Enoch that was originally written in Aramaic, the third Book of Enoch was originally written in Hebrew. But all three of these Enochs are Enochs from Seth's line, not Enoch from Cain's line. Some of you guys are wondering about John Dee's Enochian magic. And yes, these occult teachings actually stem from the books of Enoch, written from Seth's Enoch, not Cain's. To understand why this is, you need to understand the difference between religion and a cult. I'm a religious Christian. I follow the doctrine of the Bible. The word occult actually means knowledge of the hidden. So I believe in the doctrine, wow, the divine power from Jesus Christ is how Enoch was able to do all these crazy things. An occultist would think, well, Enoch was able to go up into the heavens and communicate with God and angels, so how can I do that myself? See, occultism has a lot more ego. They want to understand how things work. I think it's a miracle that Moses split the Red Sea. An occultist might want to know the science behind how Moses split the Red Sea. You see what I mean? There is a possibility, though, that Enoch on Seth's line and Enoch on Cain's line are the same person. If we look at the genealogies, we clearly see matching names. But as far as I know, there's no teachings that survive from Cain's Enoch. In all my research, all the writings I found from Enoch are attributed to Enoch, seventh from Adam, the great-grandfather of Noah.